What's up, guys? Once again, it's the Boss and the Sauce Show, Conference USA College Football Preview right now. Here we go. Let's go to UTSA, Texas, San Antonio. Now, these Roadrunners here, they have a fourth-year coach right here in Frank Wilson. Fourth year right here, this team, he gets back 8 on offense, 5 on defense, as he should. Now, he's coming back off a 3-9 season last year, but this year he's returning a wide receiver on offense, a tight end on offense, and also a right guard. So he's kind of left out here to plug in some stuff at quarterback, running back, and a couple other spots. I don't know if the bleeding stopped bleeding on this 3-9 team here. Let's take a look at them on defense. Now, on defense, they get back 3 returners in the front 7, and they also get 2 returners in the secondary. That could be a recipe for a little bit of success right there. So I can't count them out and put them in the category with Rice and UTEP with the 1s and 2 wins. But I expect this team to get back to their 3 wins. They're going to open up against Incan and World. That's going to be an easy win. They go at Baylor. They'll probably lose that. They play the Army. They'll probably lose that. They get to play Rice. They got a win right there. They may have a chance then against Old Dominion. And that's about it. They do have to see Texas A&M at Texas A&M. They have about 5 to 6 tough road games that they're going to be headed into this season. Their back is against the wall in this one, but this is the coach's 4th year. He's getting a nice returning squad. He has his hands together to achieve some success. It's just all a matter if it's all going to actually come together on the field. But when you got a squad like this, 3-9 last year, giving up 435 yards per game. There's a lot of holes got to be plugged in the boat. So definitely another one of these bottom tier teams in this Conference USA. And the bottom just get bad. This team may be just a little edge above Rice and UTEP. But what you got to say about this team right here, BigRagoo?
Yeah, Frank Wilson, 4th year, right? I know you. What's that? You used to like to say it's like the buffet in the 4th year. You know, it's all his guys. Everybody's recruited by him. You know, he's already turned the tables more or less on his watch. But you know what? This is a 3-9 team last year. It doesn't look like it's going to possibly get any better. I mean, they have 8 guys coming back on offense. They bring in a lot of kids, you know, from football-rich Texas. So you know what? It's time for the coach to shit or get off the pot with this team because they got 15-21 record. If he goes 3-9, that means it's going to put him at 18-30. So it depends on how important football is to the school. If they just want to keep going down the same path, that's fine. If not, it's time to coach these kids up. They bring back the quarterback, sophomore Frank Harris, and running back Brandon Berry. They got 5 returners on the offensive line, so at least they should have a good line to block for them with a quarterback and a running back there. And these and actually the running back and the quarterback, just to show you how things are going, these 2 kids, they jumped ahead of the starters from last year, and this just happened this spring. So they're trying to change things up on the offensive side. They only averaged 12 points a game last year, so not a good look there. Defensively, they're just as horrible as the offense. A lot of 3-and-outs, wearing the defense out on the field. And they lost their defensive coordinator to Alabama of all schools. So how the heck did Alabama wind up taking a guy from this squad? But evidently they must have seen something in that coach. So, they had a lot of rough goes here for this team. But, things, the bright side is, being a 2 or 3 win team, looking at the schedule, maybe get another 3 or 4 wins possibly, then we'll see what happens next year. But And I know special teams is a sore spot. I was doing some reading on that, not to mention what's going on there, but I don't know. Now on the horizon, 3 wins is max in my book for this team.
Yeah, I like your look. I like your
What you
look
think?
right there, BigRagoo. I definitely see wins at UTEP and versus Rice at home, and then they open up against Incredit World. That could be your 3 wins right there. In the battle of the bums, I would take this squad right here. They said rumors out there say they had a great spring game. They showed some pop. They looked good. They were impressed with how they looked on offense for the spring game and also the secondary on defense. But here's a little note from the coach. He says, I like our team. I like our development. I like our explosiveness from the offensive standpoint. I like our tendencies and eagerness from the defensive standpoint. Now, do you see, BigRagoo, the difference of a quote that a coach makes that wants to have change in his team? A difference from what them other coaches said?
Yeah, not a lot of mumbo jumbo, more definitive, more structured towards the team and the goals of the team.
Yeah, it's almost like he's way more believable in the stuff that he's saying right there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to trust him all the way to 3 wins and 3 wins only. I'm taking UTSA 3-9 again. Any last words on this team, BigRagoo?
Not on this one. I think we're pretty much done with the individual breakdowns. What are we getting on to
It's
next?
been a long, long, long road to breaking down all these teams. So we're going to have to get into our wrap up next on the Conference USA College Football Preview 2019. So sit back, get your notes out. We're going to be giving out a couple picks. You might want to write this down. Here we go on the Boss and the Sauce Show.